Good morning, fellow wet shavers. Brian here with the Wet Shave Experience. Thanks for tuning in today. If you're new here, hope you like what you see. Consider subscribing below. If you've been here before, welcome back, and thanks for watching. Today, I'm going to be using something I've used before, but I wanted to use something that I was more familiar with in terms of the soap, so I can get maybe a little bit better evaluation of the haircut and shave company razor that Shave 326 loaned me. So it's holiday week. That Ken said it's holiday soap week. So I'm gonna go backwards in holidays, and I'm gonna go with Razor Ruby Undead from First Line Shave. This is just a beautiful scent. It's based on Enigma. It's like got vanilla, neroli, black pepper, just a really nice, somewhat floral scent, but not too florally. I'll be using the matching splash, and then I will be using the Haircut and Shave Company N075, and this will be the second use of the Gillette 7 o'clock yellow blade in there, and I'll be using my King Shave matching green brush just because I like to match, although my bowl doesn't, but I only have one bowl. Anyways, so I've already done a video on this soap before. Really like this soap, really like the soap base. If you've watched any of my videos, I'm a First Line Shave fan. And like I said, I wanted to do a shave with, yesterday I did my first shave with that razor, and I really enjoyed it, actually. And I definitely want to do some further evaluation. I love my carve, but this razor, I'm gonna have to maybe experiment with the base plates, but I feel like first impressions on the Haircut and Shave Company N075 is that it was more efficient than my carve. I just felt like throughout the day, especially on where I went against the grain in the third pass on the sides of my face, that I was more smooth at the end of the day, even at bedtime, than I recall being. But maybe I was paying more attention to that because it was a new razor and I was, kind of feeling my face every once in a while. So definitely need some further evaluation, but I did want to use a soap in the soap base that I'm really familiar with, because I used yesterday for the first time the Noble Otter base, which was fine, which is a good base, it was good soap. But just wanted to get something that I know I'm more dialed in on, because I don't think I was completely dialed in on that Noble Otter since it was the first time I used it. All right, so I am gonna lather up and I will be right back. All right, and we are back. All right, I've got it all lathered up here. This is I just love this scent. If you like florals, I don't even know if you can still get it, to be honest with you. I think you could still get the soap, I'm not sure on the splash. But if you see it on one of the sites and you like florals, kind of like the white florals, you can really get that neroli flower. And it's done in not a way that is too florally or feminine, in my opinion. Not that there's anything wrong with that. All right, so let's get dialed in here. Okay, I think I got it pretty good. I hope everybody's week so far is going great. It's Tuesday, 2 more days till Thanksgiving. I think I will be smoking the bird again on the trigger. Always look forward to that. Always look forward to a reason to fire that bad boy up. I've had it for a long time and I love it. All right. Okay, here we go. Haircut and Shave Company N075. So N is, as I mentioned, and you may know, is the neutral blade position. They also have a positive blade position, which this razor is on loan from Shave 326. Much as smooth. It's hard to tell yesterday, honestly, a little bit during the shave how smooth it was, because it was a Monday, I didn't shave over the weekend, I had 3 days growth, and on top of that I was using a base or a soap and a base that I just wasn't as familiar with, or wasn't familiar with at all, really. Which is why I wanted to use a soap I was familiar with today. And I think I hear a little person coming in here. Yes, there he is. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Mommy's in the bed, buddy. Go lay with mommy. Okay? Okay? Okay, go lay with mommy, buddy. That way. He just woke up. All right. Anyways, I was saying yesterday, it was a little hard to totally evaluate it based on the number of variables, new blade I hadn't used, new razor. New soap and base, so. What I did notice, like I mentioned, is that I felt my face smoother than I normally do, but again, not sure if that was just my perception. Because I was paying more attention to it, or if it's reality. So I usually use my carve on the B plate, which is neutral blade exposure for the carve. And that doesn't mean the gaps and the angles and everything else are the same. So there's a lot of variables. Top cap shape is different. I think this has a more domed top cap than the carve. I don't know if you can see that, but it's more domed. The top cap of the carve is flatter on top, so this is more domed this way, and this is fatter this way than this one, I think. At least the base plate is. So anyways, both neutral blade exposures, but much different design, which was certainly going to affect the way it shaves. Now I have a C plate and a D plate for the carve, which then you start getting into positive blade exposure. So potentially I feel, I'll do more analysis on a neutral blade exposure to neutral blade exposure comparison. I feel like I got more BBS with the haircut and shave company. But I'm not ready to officially say that yet without doing a better comparison. Obviously, a big difference with the carve is you could change up the blade plate, the plates. Whereas I don't know if you can buy individual plates on this haircut and shave company. I don't think you can. I mean, you could buy another razor, it would be easy to feel like to overshave with this potentially. And that, I mean, the residual slickness in the soap is there too. I know, I think as I mentioned, Ken's GOAT, greatest of all time, is the positive blade exposure one. I am not, at this point, I don't prefer a lot of blade feel. Of course, that could change over time, I'm sure. I did get a little slippery right there. I was just holding it wrong. Did I get myself right there? Yep. Right on the Adam's apple area. Yep, got myself. Not a perfect shave, that's for sure. But not the razor's fault. Okay, last pass. Anyway, so far I think I'm enjoying the razor, bottom line. I already told Ken, even on first use, he might have Ken-abled me down the road to buy one myself of these. Okay, last pass. Still got to find the right angle on this. You know, as you saw, the top cap shape is different, so the angle is much different than the carve. I think with the carve being a flatter cap, I have to go in at definitely at a different angle. With this cap being more domed, I think I'm more like this with the carve because the cap is more domed. I think I'm more like this. It feels better. Feels like a better angle on this than my typical carve angle. If I go too much like this, I feel more tugging. I think the blade is digging in a little bit more. So I've seen a few places, this is my first holiday season, if you will, wet shaving. I've seen a few Black Friday things going out. If you've been around, what should I look for or wait for? I saw Maggards has something going on the day after Black Friday, like an 11% off, which seems all right, pretty good. And again, the only thing that I would say that I would like better for me personally on this, and I pointed this out yesterday, is you can see, wash that off, the blade does not go all the way to the end of the top cap and the base plate. So when I'm trying to get around my nose, I've got to get this whole area above where I need it to be to get the razor to get that hair right there. My nose, this piece kind of goes down a little bit, so it's oftentimes hard for me to get around there. Whereas if you look at the carve, you can see the blade is much closer to the edge, and in fact you can see the tab of the blade. Now it does have the cut-ins, but even so, if those cut-ins weren't there and it were straight across, you can see where the base plate is right there, you'd still get some tab. So that's a minor thing, but I just gotta figure out how to work around it. All right, okay, just do a little cleanup here. Really not much to clean up. I don't hear a lot of feedback. Just a little bit there. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. Well, overall, other than nicking myself on my Adam's apple, I'd say that was a good shave. And I definitely probably put more soap than I needed in my bowl. Do I need to? Yeah, it's not. Just an irritation, so I think we need to go to alum. All right, shake her up. One of my favorite splashes. Yep, got that zing there. Ah, it smells good. You know, the splash quality on this, I think I've talked about it before on all the first line. I mean, the ingredients in the splash, but the thing I just really like about it is it lasts all day. That's one thing. Like the Noble Otter I used yesterday, I liked it. It's a good scent. The splash felt good, but you know, halfway through the day, it was kind of pretty much gone. Whereas when I use the first line stuff, I can still smell it when I get home from work at night. So not as strong, but it's still there. So if you like your scents to linger longer, that is definitely a good option for you if you haven't checked out First Line. Anyways, there you have it. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty smooth. So overall, I'm very happy with it. And this could be I don't know. I don't want to officially say anything yet, but I'm thinking if you know where I'm going, we'll see. All right, hope everybody has a good Tuesday. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.